Hi, my name is Nick Ryan and I'm here to talk about our crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo for 6 Days of the Rising. 6 Days of the Rising is our take on the Easter 1916 Rising in Dublin, a historical event which was not only significant to Ireland but to world events, which reverberates through to today. It's a hugely ambitious and fascinating story. It's something I've always been interested in. Traditionally, the story has been told through the eyes of the leaders of the rebellion, of the volunteers in the Irish Citizens Army. But I found I'm more interested in trying to tell the story from the aspect of the human cost of insurrection. With your support, we're doing this crowdfunding campaign to develop visual concepts, recreate the scope and scale of Dublin in 1916, both before and after the Rising. In this film, Dublin itself is a character. The Dublin of 1916 doesn't exist anymore. There are several key buildings that are still the same, but everything else around it, it would be almost impossible, if not impossible, to film on location. The areas of, certainly around O'Connell Street and the GPO, were almost totally destroyed by shelling from a gunboat on the Liffey. When I made a film called The Summit, we did a proof of concept test a year before we shot the actual film. We needed to know that, like, shooting in exterior locations in extreme environments, in that case on a mountain at altitudes of 4,000 meters, using green screens and what it would mean to crew and on the equipment, it was a vital component in getting that film made. And in the same way, while we won't be up a mountain in this case, the techniques used in this will be even more involved and more detailed.
We were approached by the Web Summit to have Nick talk about his previous feature, The Summit. And in that conversation, we discussed with them what we were doing with 6 Days of the Rising. And it seemed a natural fit, if we were to talk about the Rising at the Web Summit, to not just bring it to all the attendees of this year's Web Summit, but actually bring it to the world. And that's why we're delighted to launch today our Indiegogo campaign for 6 Days of the Rising. We have everything from digital copies of our book detailing the development story behind the film, with behind-the-scenes access to how the script has been progressed, all the visual concept work that's been developed. We have opportunities for you to feature in the test footage of the film and hopefully in the final film itself. Very limited edition replica pieces that are going to be used in the film, straight through to one-of-a-kind prop pieces which are developed specifically for the test footage and for the final film. We have an exclusive Web Summit backer level reward, which is only going to be available from the 4th to the 6th of November, which is when the Web Summit is on here in Dublin. 6 unique posters that are being developed here at Image Now Design, a sister company to Image Now Films. We also have a lot of stretch goals in mind, a lot of things that we'd love to bring to you, which we're going to be announcing as the campaign moves through. Hopefully we'll be telling you about those sooner rather than later. So we're obviously, like any crowdfunding campaign, looking for your support, not just by backing us on the page here and choosing one of the funding levels we have available, but also to share the story of the campaign online through your social networks. This is a project that we're all incredibly passionate about, and we all want to see brought to life.
Thank you very much for your time, and we hope that you can support our project.